Hello everyone, welcome to JC Academy. In today's class, we are going to discuss the latest previous year questions of December 2025 attempt of our unit number first, which is teaching aptitude. If you are new to the channel and you have not subscribed our channel, do subscribe to get instant daily class alerts, smart content recommendations and free premium study resources along with the doubt support. I am your educator for paper 1, Aradhana. JC Academy is offering a complete foundation course of Paper 1 and Paper 2 Management with multiple validity options. The classes are live and recorded in nature. For any query, you can call on the given number. Also, complete foundation course of Paper 2 Management is available with multiple validity options and live and recorded in nature. You can call on the given number if you have any doubt. Flat 40% off is available on all the courses on the occasion of Holi. You can use the code HOLY40 to avail the offer. Also, scholarship offer of flat 50% on UGC Net Paper 1 is available. The code is GIFT50 so that you can avail this given offer. Starting with question number 1, assertion reason. Assertion says intrinsic motivation is the most important factor for individuals learning. If an individual wants to learn something, so intrinsic motivation is the most important factor. This is a correct statement. The reason says a teacher cannot motivate enough such that the learner gets interested in learning. This is a wrong statement because a teacher motivates enough that a student has interest in learning. So assertion is correct and reason is incorrect. So option number 3 is the correct answer. Next question says select the correct statements. We have given a set of statements and we have to select the correct ones. Now, before going to the question and solving it, let's first understand the concept. The concept says rubrics in assessment. So what is a rubric? So a rubric, it is an assessment tool used to evaluate the performance of students using predefined criteria and performance levels. So rubric assessment is a concept in innovative techniques of teaching or innovative teaching techniques. There are various teaching techniques which are innovative in nature, such as we have mind map, concept map. So rubrics assessment is one of that innovative technique. So it is an assessment tool which evaluates the performance of a student using predefined criteria. It maintains the objectivity in grading. It gives clear expectation to students and also it provides a structured feedback. Now we have three types of rubrics: analytic rubric, holistic and task specific. Analytic rubric, it separately evaluates the performance. Holistic gives an overall single score and task specific is designed for a specific assignment. Now the feedback in analytical rubric is detailed in nature. For holistic, it is limited, and for task specific, it is very clear and precise because it defines a particular task. So example, we have content, organization or grammar. For holistic, we have overall quality of an essay. How are we going to grade it? Task specific, steps of solving a math problem. For each particular step, we will assign a grade or a mark to that student. So analytical rubric means we are analyzing the different parts separately, and holistic means whole. ठीक है, होलिस्टिक का मतलब क्या है? होल असेसमेंट एट वन और होल परफॉर्मेंस at once. And analytic means different parts are evaluated separately. Now going back to the question, it says task specific rubrics makes the scoring easier. Yes, Artificial intelligence is the evolved intelligence in adult human beings? No. Artificial intelligence क्या है? जब हम computers को we enable the computer to act like a human. That is artificial intelligence. An assessment rubric can be used in individual assessment, correct? Super intelligence refers to general and strong artificial intelligence surpassing the human intelligence, correct? Analytic rubric is good for summative evaluation. It is not correct. See, analytical rubric is used in formative evaluation and holistic rubric is used in summative evaluation. So option number 1, that is A, C, D are the correct statements. Now advantages of analytical rubrics. Analytical means evaluating different parts separately. So advantages, it provides useful feedback on strengths and weaknesses. The criteria can be weighted to reflect the relative importance of each dimension. Disadvantages, it takes more time to create, and unless each point for criteria is well defined, you can't arrive at a same score. Holistic means overall performance. Overall performance. So emphasis on what the learner is able to demonstrate. It saves the time by minimizing the number of decisions, and it can be applied consistently by the trained raters, which increases the reliability. Reliability means consistency. Disadvantages, it does not provide a specific feedback. When the student's work is at varying levels, so spanning the criteria points can be difficult to select the single best description, and criteria cannot be weighted. So these are the disadvantages of holistic rubrics. Next question is from the types of evaluation, very important topic. Now we have placement evaluation, formative, summative, diagnostic, norm and criterion referenced evaluation. Placement happens before the instruction. So it determines the knowledge of the student prior to what he or she is taking admission in. Like we have NEET exam or we have IIT JEE exams. These are the placement exams. Formative evaluation is done during the instruction and it provides a continuous feedback to help in the learning improvement. Summative is done after the instructions. It measures the overall achievement and it provides the grades or scores. Summative means at the end. Diagnostic identifies the learning during the identifies the difficulties during the learning. It determines the cause of the problems and it plans specific remediation. We have diagnostic laboratories. ठीक है, अगर आप अच्छा फील नहीं कर रहे हैं तो आप अपना ब्लड टेस्ट करवाते हैं, आप अपना बीपी चेक करवाते हैं, आप अपना जो फुल बॉडी चेकअप है वो करवाते हैं, ताकि आपको पता चल सके कि आपकी बॉडी में क्या दिक्कत चल रही है. उस हिसाब से हमारा डायग्नोस्टिक इवैल्यूएशन है. ऑन द सेम वे और ऑन द सेम बेसिस हमारा डायग्नोस्टिक इवैल्यूएशन क्या करता है? इट आइडेंटिफाइज द लर्निंग डिफिकल्टीज what a student encounters during the learning process. Norm and criterion referenced. Norm, it compares the student against a group, and criteria, it is based on certain specific standards. So these are the types of evaluation. Now we will match the following. To monitor the learning process of the learner, to know the cause and provide remedies. We know it is the डायग्नोस्टिक. बी का 3 जैसे ही मिला हमारे 3 ऑप्शंस एलिमिनेट हो गए एंड ऑप्शन नंबर 3 हमारा करेक्ट हो जाएगा. फर्स्ट स्टेज ऑफ इवैल्यूएशन provides information about the learners. First stage is placement. To find out what extent instruction objectives have been achieved. जब हमने objectives achievement देखना है, it is summative, and to monitor the learning process, it is formative, and option number 3 is the correct answer. Next question. To appear in the NET exam, one must have 55% in the subject at post-graduation level. So what kind of evaluation is this? It is a criterion referenced. In your post-graduation, if you have scored less than 55%, you are not eligible to give the NET exam. You are not eligible to give NET exam. So this is the criteria. 55% is the criteria to just appear for the NET exam. Next question is, for a general lesson plan, we have to arrange the following in appropriate order. Now, the sequence of a journal lesson plan. Any teacher when plans a lesson or plans a content to deliver in class, the following sequence is followed. The first is formulation of objectives. The first is objective formulation, that when the class ends, what my students will learn, what will be the targets or what will be the objectives I aim for my students. Then second is selection of the teaching material, which books, which resources or which kind of material I would be teaching or my students would be learning from that. The third is content delivery, ki how I would be delivering my content to my students. Then fourth is recapitulation, how I would be revising or reviewing, revise or review the points or the context that I have taught my students. And the last is assessment, which is known as evaluation. Now, the first is the फॉर्मुलेशन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. ऑब्वियसली सबसे पहले हम ऑब्जेक्टिव्स बनाएंगे कि जब क्लास खत्म होगी तो मेरे बच्चे क्या सीखेंगे, या जो मैं प्लान करके जा रही हूँ वो मेरे बच्चों को आना चाहिए. दैट इज ऑब्जेक्टिव. हमारा ऑप्शन 2 और 3 एलिमिनेट हो गया. आफ्टर फॉर्मुलेशन ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव्स वी हैव टू सिलेक्ट द टेक्स्ट टीचिंग. मैं कौन से रिसोर्सेज यूज करूंगी, कौन सी बुक्स यूज करूंगी, कौन सा मटेरियल यूज करूंगी. देन द थर्ड, जब ई के बाद बी आ गया तो हमारा लास्ट ऑप्शन भी कैंसिल हो गया. देन वी हैव कंटेंट डिलीवरी. मैंने कंटेंट डिलीवर किया, मैंने ऑडियो के थ्रू, मतलब मैंने बोलकर ओरली किया या मैंने प्रेजेंटेशन के थ्रू किया, मैंने कोई प्रोजेक्टर लगाया. दैट इज हाउ आई एम डिलीवरिंग माई कॉन्टेंट. Then next is recapitulation or revision or revising the content that I have delivered. And last is assessment or evaluation of the material that has been taught to the class. So option number 1, this is the correct option. Now next question is, if a teacher asks the height of Qutub Minar, then she is asking a question for, this is from the levels of teaching. Again, a very important topic, levels of teaching, memory, understanding and reflective. So if a teacher is asking about the height of Qutub Minar, it will be a memory level. So we have 3 levels: memory, understanding and reflective. So memory level emphasizes imparting the knowledge or information to the learner. It is usually factual in nature, which is acquired through a mechanical process, which is memorization of facts or rote learning. So the answer will be memory level. Next question, again some statements are given and we have to select the correct option. Swayam supports active learning. It is a correct statement. MOOCs need smart boards? No. MOOC stands for massive open online course. In lecture method, teacher speaks only, students questioning is not allowed. No, it is an incorrect statement. Student questioning is allowed after the class or sometimes during the class also. OHP can be used to play a CD. No. OHP is overhead projector. Vidyanjali is an initiative of remedial classes. Correct. So option number 2, A and E is the correct answer. in Vidyanjali, community members or any volunteer come together to support students. So it is a kind of remedial classes. We diagnose the difficulty or the problem the student is facing, and then we give them the remedial classes, and Vidyanjali is an initiative of that also. Next question again from assertion and reason. Assertion says individual differences is a natural phenomena. Exactly. Every individual is unique, every individual is different. Individual difference can be negated with education. Negated means reduce. कैसा हो सकता है? क्या हम इंडिविजुअल डिफरेंस को एजुकेशन से खत्म कर सकते हैं? बिल्कुल नहीं. So A is correct and R is incorrect. Next question, which of the following are the approaches to training which is developed from cybernetic groups of behavior theories? C. Cybernetic behavior training models. There are two approaches. The first is theory to practice approach. We acquire the knowledge, then we apply it in a controlled environment and feedback is given side by side. The second is simulation model. We have a real world context kind of environment in which through the experience, interactive and instant feedback is given to the user, and it is an immersive experience of the real world. So the first is theory to practice model. Correct. It is not theory to law, it is theory to practice. And the simulation model is also there. Practice to theory, no. So option number 1, A and C is the correct answer. A and C is the correct answer. This is the cybernetic behavior training model, and we have two approaches. Again, assertion reason question. Swayam courses are available free of cost to any learner. Yes, Swayam is available free of cost. Swayam courses are telecasted on Gyanvani, the free DD channel. No. Gyanvani. Gyanvani is an FM channel. So, assertion is correct and reason is not correct. Next question. Again, from memory level teaching, certain elements are given and we have to match them. To develop mental aspects of training, introduction, preparation and statement of purpose, teacher is more active and dominant, and then we have cramming ability. देखो, to develop mental aspect of training, it is focus. Yani the main focus and memory level is training the mental faculties and systematic presentation of the facts to be memorized. This is the focus of memory level. क्या कि हमें mentally जो हमारे students हैं हमें उनको train करना है. We have to train them mentally. Introduction, preparation and statement of purpose. This is syntax. Syntax means the steps of teaching. So the Herbartian steps like preparation, presentation, association, generalization and application, these are the introduction to a student's mind. So this is the syntax. These are the steps. Third is teacher is more active and dominant. It is a social system because the social system describes the roles and relationships within the classroom. So teacher is more active in case of memory level. Cramming ability. This is the support system. It refers to the tools and the methods used to evaluate. Since memory level teaching focuses on rote memory, the evaluation system measures the student's cramming ability. So to develop the mental aspects of training, it is the focus. Introduction and statement of purpose is the syntax. Teacher is more active. It is the social system, and the cramming ability is the support system, and option number 1 will be the correct answer. ही आपको थोड़ा सा समझना पड़ेगा, बट बहुत बेसिक है, आपको आराम से समझ आ जाएगा। सो दैट वॉज ऑल फॉर टूडेज क्लास। आई होप कि आपको क्लास अच्छी लगी होगी, आपको क्वेश्चन समझ आए होंगे। इन केस अगर आपको कोई भी डाउट हो तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर पूछ सकते हैं। Once again, a quick reminder, flat 40% off on all the courses you can get by using the code HOLY40. Scholarship offer of flat 50% on UGC Net Paper 1 is also available by using the code GIFT50. These are the social media handles of JC Academy. You can connect to them to keep yourself updated. And thank you so very much. See you soon. Bye bye. Take care and happy learning.